hard reset or a short-term bleep? I'm going to ask Dr. Parimal Merchant, what are your views to what Samir just said?
You know, when you have different speaker, you should be ready to have different views also.
Yes.
I work with family businesses.
Uh-huh.
And you know, it's very, very easy and nice to say that if you survive through, then you are called resilient.
Mm-hmm.
And if you drown, then you say you're mismanaged and you're not seeing the opportunity. The problem is, what is the meaning of serious cash flow problems?
Uh-huh.
Just now, my student from Agra is calling me up that government is saying that pay wages to the people. My recovery is not there. Bank has deducted the EMI. And
Mm-hmm.
if I oppose, I am told that FIR will be filed. And that if you don't agree to this, we can trap you in something else. Now,
Oh.
when a family business person is particularly facing this situation, it's a
Uh-huh.
very different thing than to talk about different perspectives and all.
Right.
As far as opportunities and problems are concerned, is not only a matter of how you take it. It's also a matter of things being available.
Wow.
If you say Steve Jobs, Larry Page and Sergey Brin were opportunity or whatever it is not so much so that when they went to sell it off, had it been sold off, then no, Google would not have been there. So many things unfold.
Uh-huh.
And the person who is on the front who has to face it. Each one faces in a very, very different situation. So our program, let me tell you, at SP Jain School of Global Management, we are in a very unique position.
Yes.
We are the only school which will be facing situation at 4 different campuses today at the same time.
All right.
We have a campus in Dubai, we have a campus in Singapore, we have a campus in Australia, we have a campus in Mumbai.
Uh-huh.
And simultaneously, we had to see different development at different places. At one time, Dubai says close down, but staff can come. At another time, Mumbai says total close down, you cannot come to our own studio. Singapore at the same time continues to run the classes, and it is only a week, 3-4 days ago that they stopped us the classes.
Oh.
And Australia was almost on a vacation, and now our new batch is about to start there. So
Right.
it's a different world, different situation taking place.
Wonderful.
Second thing is, our program is a very different because we work with family businesses. They come for 1 week in the college, and 3 weeks they are back into the business.
Okay.
So there is a lot of relevance with the practical situation that is taking place now.
All right.
Now, if Zoom has come now, video conference was available for more than 20 years.
All right.
When 9/11 happened, aviation did
right.
get into crisis, and people did tell that now travel will come down and people will go through video conference. But even till yesterday, that is still before the corona came out, video conference was not the most preferred way of communication.
Right.
So it is the kind of constraint within which we are placed, trying to make best out of whatever we have.
Trying to make the best out of whatever we have. This lockdown, the section of population which got there first, and it's probably going to be there for a longer time, is the students' community. So what are your insights, Dr. Parimal, on the same? Over to you.
As far as student community is concerned now, certainly they are making the best by making use of the technology from distance learning. There is a certain kind of thing to be kept in mind, that if at all education is only about taking information, then yes, it is what having a video conference or a Zoom can take it. But if experiential part was also to be a element of education, then it is very different. You know, in our program, when we say, when you go to Dubai, you sit in the Dubai, then you understand the experientially the perspective of Dubai, that what is Middle East, how it works and what it works. Our students, we go to Singapore. Singapore is the gateway to Far East. What does it mean? You can do only by going there. One thing is to talk about Toyota. Another thing is to be standing on the shop floor of Toyota and experience the dynamics.
That's the difference between the food and the menu card.
Well, that's
If that analogy were-
one way of putting it. But sometimes you require, for some purpose, you require menu card only. When you have to make a choice, when you have to do the thing, and some card you require food. So eventually now there is going to be a combination of the two, where there will be online as well as offline. Combining will help us increase the value of education.
All right. So do you think the learning effectiveness will be impacted with just the online thing? Because there are several institutes who are already online. How is that going to get impacted?
See, when a student was with the mindset ready that I'm going to get to the class, when you were ready to, I will start working when I go to office, then until you go to office, you are still not in the full mind.
Correct.
Same way, the students who were used to going to the class, for them, Zoom or online is a second grade thing. But then there are another kind of education emerging where students are going to join only online program, where mentally they are very clear that when they are sitting in front of their computer screen, their mental wire gets connected and they will start getting into learning mode. So those who are going to enter into the learning process with this process itself, then the learning will be very good.
And innovation is going to be now required in the current situation. So how is SP Jain, what is it doing for the innovator measures? Are they taking any innovator measures as an institute?
At SP Jain, we had two aspects which was very clear, for all businesses. What is going to happen in future, we don't know. But two mega trends are very clear. One is the global and another is technology. So in SP Jain, both these have been there for last many years. So at our Singapore campus, at Mumbai campus, Australia campus, we have created a studio room in which we connect students from all over the world. So this is what we call ELO, on which we have executive MBA program and many MBA program, which has been going on already 6 months before the year.
Wow, started. Very nice. Very good, lovely. So, and what about the educational tours moving forward? How do you continue to do that?
The tour, as I explained to you before, has a tremendous experiential value, physically being there. So that is going to continue, and that is going to give another perspective to our students.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir.